to go through a somatic yoga class with you. It'll be just some key moves that usually come into somatic yoga that you might see, but a couple of things to think about. Somatics, and especially in yoga, when we're moving really slow and we're really just paying attention, the goal is awareness. It is never to change something. You may notice that something changes in and of itself, just like I find this in coaching all the time. If we're just able to be aware of patterns that we have, or even find some acceptance of, oh yeah, I have some resistance there, those things start to naturally change. So our goal in this isn't to judge ever. It isn't even to find a spot that's tense and think, oh, I'm gonna try to force something out of this. Our goal is awareness. We constantly ask ourselves, what am I sensing? What sensations are in the body? What am I feeling? And we are just aware of it, maybe giving it a little bit of our attention. Sometimes I like to add a little bit of compassion if I do find areas that are tight, or if I find things that feel good, I can try to approach those as, yes, I'm doing this for my body. Our body holds on to things. It holds on to unprocessed emotions. It holds on to traumas. It holds on to lots of things. So this is allowing it a chance to release it. It moves in slow ways where we can just completely release stuck energy and free ourselves. We can change patterns without even trying. So focus on awareness, focus on just being, focus on giving yourself some love. And if this seems odd to you, like when I just said that thing about our body holding on to things, if that seems odd to you, maybe just release any expectations you have or judgments and just let yourself be open to the experience. So we're in Sukhasana, easy seated pose. We all like to sit a certain way in Sukhasana, so we can start there and then we'll recross our legs to try to give some balance. But just close your eyes, take a big deep breath in, and when you're ready to exhale, just feel yourself starting to just kind of make a little circle. We visit each knee. When we come to the back, we open, 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 moving with awareness, moving mindfully with purpose. We're slow enough that we can feel what's happening in the torso. What is my body saying? Some of the somatics that we've done, those nervous system resets, are a little bit quicker. When we get into the somatic yoga feel, usually you're going to see a lot of slowness. And we went through those circles. We're going to uncross and recross. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck and round through your body. So this is seated pelvic tilts. We're moving one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, tailbone presses out. Those lumbar vertebrae, then the thoracic, then up into the cervical spine. And then exhale, tuck, round, squeezing out old stale energy. Inhale, it's just a seated cow-cat, right? Pause when you get all the way to the top, sense this. Then exhale, feel each part of the movement. And pause, I'm done. Good. Come to a neutral spine and think about which way you did your circles before, and then see if you can do them the other way this time. Circling, visiting each knee, opening the heart. I might be moving too quickly for somatics, so you can go even slower. My goal here is to teach you some moves that you can come back to. I think it's better to do these sometimes without a guide and without an instructor who's doing the movements, because our goal is to listen, feel, and maybe pause as needed in our own bodies. When you get through with those, just inhale, take one more big deep breath. Now notice this is like 12 o'clock on a clock, right? Exhale, tuck and round. That's touching the tailbone towards 6 o'clock. Inhale, feeling it. 12 o'clock with the chin. Exhale, tuck and round. 6 o'clock with the tailbone. Good. See if you can start to visit some 3 o'clocks and 9 o'clocks in your own way. Maybe letting those sit bones root into the earth. Notice we're doing a little bit more of the motion with our legs crossed the way that we aren't accustomed to. This can help us to balance. Explore what it feels like in your body. One more big breath in, big breath out. Good. When you're ready, we're going to come into tabletop pose and just work a little bit here with our cow cat. I want you to explore each of the vertebrae. So on the inhale, we feel the belly drop, the tailbone lifts, the chin lifts, and each of the vertebrae hug and squeeze together. As slowly as you can, articulating one vertebrae at a time, start to tuck from the tailbone. Tuck, draw the belly button in deeply, as slow as you can. Tuck. We're only going to do one of these, so it's as slow as possible. Tuck and round. Each of the vertebrae, getting into maybe the mid-spine now, the thoracic spine, through the ribcage and the back of the heart, then the cervical spine as the chin tucks in. Inhale, let your chin and tailbone slowly start to lift, and it's as if the spine hugs tight to itself. No pockets of air between the spine there. Big deep breath in, and then exhale, find a nice little neutral spine. Here we're going to work with that 12 and 6 and 3 and 9. So we inhale, lifting, press the heart forward, picturing 12 on a clock. Chin forward, maybe the arms pull in. Good. Exhale, tuck and round and press back, back, back. Let the tailbone press back, coming toward the 6 o'clock, maybe even melting into Balasana, child's pose. Inhale, lifting, 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 exploring, reaching toward the 12. Exhale, tucking and rounding. From here, go to your 3 o'clock. Then inhale at 12. Reverse that, 3 o'clock. Exhale at 6. Try 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, pause for a bit. Inhale at the front. Back to 9 o'clock. Exhale at the back. Now, without looking at me, move a little bit organically. Maybe it's just 3 to 9, staying in that child's pose. Maybe it's 3 to 9 in the tabletop. Maybe it's around the entire clock. 12, 3, 6, 9. Maybe we reverse it, drawing that belly button in. When you're ready, coming into a neutral spine, big breath comes in, and on the exhale, we melt down slowly all the way to prone, and we let those elbows pull in for Sphinx. Feel your belly breath here. Even though there's a bit of restriction, notice that we're never as restricted as we might feel. The body finds a way. So if the belly has a little less room for movement, first of all, we can feel the sensation more, right? What do you notice, sensation and feeling in the belly breath? Where do you feel the breath also expanding? What do you feel on the backside body? Give yourself a few moments here of breathing in and out. Big breath in and big breath out. Feel that energy. We will do a lot more of this in our Yin Yoga series that will come out on the Friday of the movement week. So if that's something that you like, you have that to look forward to. If it's something new for you, take one more breath in here. Notice what you feel. And then exhale, just let it come out. Let your arms come out to the side and look one direction. Just stay there for a breath or two. What sensations are here for you? What do you feel and where do you feel it? And where is the body feeling the breath most? Just notice that. We're going to give ourselves a couple moments here. Whenever we're doing some kind of a twist, it's like we're wringing out stuck energy. So go ahead and bend your right leg and just inhale, feel yourself lift that up just a little bit, and exhale, let it come across the body. feel that release. You can either keep looking straight down and have less motion, or you can move and open and let yourself fall into that pec stretch. Coming back to the center, melting down. Inhale, lift the other leg. Exhale, gently offer it to come across in a little scorpion stretch. Big breath in here. Notice what you feel. Remember, we're not trying to fix something or change it. But if something hurts, obviously we make a modification, right? We're not trying to force things. We're exploring. We're gentle with ourselves. Great job. When you're ready, come to the center. Come back to Sphinx for just a moment to reset this. Bringing that breath in. Big breath out. Good. We're going to roll to our back. And one of the number one anchors of somatic yoga is this little spinal pendulation. So feel as you lie here. First of all, just notice what parts of the earth are holding you. And just notice, scanning the body, what we're feeling. A lot of times we'll put this at the end of a class, but I want to bring you into the feeling of somatics. So we're going to do it here. Feel what you feel in the right toes. Perhaps give them a tiny wiggle. Feel what you feel in the right heel. Is it heavy and melting, or can you give a little sensation by pushing into the ground? Just notice what you feel, then let it be. Notice what you feel in the right leg. Let that travel your energy down to the left foot, maybe wiggling the toes. What do you feel in the heel? Is there a heaviness there? Can you make a tiny sensation to just say, I notice you, I feel you? Noticing maybe the bottom of the foot or the top of the foot, the ankle, and then the entire left leg. All the way up to those sit bones. What do you feel there, and what do you notice? And what does just bringing awareness to this region create? When we're aware, we're listening. It's like we're not, think of someone that you love. If they need to share something with you, even though it might feel good to come in and want to fix it, for us, it often feels better for them if we just hold space for them. For our body, we're not trying to fix it. We're not saying anything's wrong. We're holding space. We're listening. Notice what you feel through the belly, through the rib cage, through the heart area. You can also pay attention to your body from a standpoint of the chakras and the energy. When you feel those hips and sit bones, that's our root chakra. Do we feel safe? Feel how connected you are. Right above that is the sacral chakra. That is our desires. Things that we want. We were never given a desire without the ability to have it. Then the belly, if you feel that, that's a yellow sunshine energy. That's our solar plexus. Feel that expand through the ribcage and into the heart center, the greenish energy of our heart. Is there anything there that feels that it wants to be heard? Exploring into the throat chakra where we feel the breath coming through, bluish energy. Feeling the shoulders, what are they experiencing right now? Up through the chin and the jawline. Noticing what it feels like in the center of our forehead. Imagining this eye, the third eye. What does that have to share with us? And then the crown of our head, it's if it's light and open and receiving all this beautiful white, sparkly silver, maybe gentle purple energy from above. So when you're here, this spinal pendiculation, we inhale and we're going to picture our sacrum, like that pelvic, that whole pelvis, as a rolling pin. If it helps you, put your hands on your hips. And then the inhale, sort of press your tailbone into the earth, like you're rolling that pelvis away. You might feel an expansion through the rib cage. On the exhale, Bring it in and press the low back down and let the tailbone curl toward you. Feeling deep abdominal muscles here. Inhale, like a lying down supine cow. Exhale, tucking around. You're wringing out stale energy. Now you can stay there. Some people like to add hands behind the head. Inhale, opening the heart, and exhale, giving yourself a little squeeze because you're bringing everything together. You can also do the same thing with the knees bent. You might feel it better. Inhale, pressing tailbone toward the floor. Exhale, squeezing and rounding and wringing out old energy. Inhale, opening, big breath. The exhale is our time to hug together, press, and decide that different parts of the spine get you rooted into the ground. One more time, we inhale, open, and we exhale, tuck and round. Feel that energy. Great job. Melt down, let your arms come out to the side. I'm going to have to move just a little bit so that I have room. You stay there and just feel comfortable, breathing in and out. When you're ready, inhale, open the whole body, and let the shoulder blades now also press into the earth on the inhale. Feel that. On the exhale, as you tuck and round, you could even give a little squeeze and hug to yourself. Again, knees can stay bent. Inhale, open, open, open. Tailbone rolling forward. Exhale, tucking and hugging together. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, tuck and round. Good. We're going to gently slide the left foot down. Let the arms come back out. So with that right leg bent and the right foot in the floor, we inhale, open. Now you're going to let your right hand come away from the body if you wish. Feel that energy. And let the left hand twist the other way. You're wringing something out. Big breath in. Exhale, just unwind that. We're just starting there. Maybe a tiny bit of the knee starting to draw toward the body on the exhale. Inhale, the knee might draw away a little bit as you open. Exhale, unwind, come to the center. My knee keeps getting heavier. You don't have to force anything, just see if that happens for you. Inhale, open, open, open. Exhale, slowly move. Maybe starting to bring the knee across the body if you feel like opening the body more. Inhale, open, open, open. When you're ready to exhale, let yourself twist through. Feel that you are actually wringing out that energy. You're letting it come out of the body. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. One more. Inhale, open. This time, exhale, slide the right leg back down. And just notice how that right leg feels compared to the left. Let both palms come up or down. Let them just be together. Notice what the body's feeling here. Create awareness. Notice where your breath flows freely, where your energy flows freely. Then let the left foot slide up like a tree pose. The knee slides to the outside. Then exhale, press the foot into the floor. Now, if we had a lot of time, if I was doing like a really long practice for you, that move we just did, sliding up, inhaling tree, exhaling together, and then you would inhale, open again, and exhale, slide back down. Let's try it on the other side. Inhale, open to tree. Exhale, lift the knee, let the foot plant into the floor. Inhale, open the knee, and exhale, slide. That in and of itself is a somatic practice that you could repeat several times. We're going to come right back up. We're going to inhale into tree. Exhale, plant the foot. And now we're where we started on the other side, right? Give yourself a moment here. When you're ready to inhale, let your left hand open up and go toward the top of your mat. Maybe your chin goes that way. You might even feel that your knee wants to open a bit with that. Notice if your right arm can rotate the other way. So you're rotating in two directions, creating a new kind of undulation in the upper body. Then when you're ready, the exhale is going to unwind us the other way. That knee can just come to the middle, or it might feel that it wants to go closer to the body. Inhale, open, bringing through. Feel what's happening in the body. Where's the sensation? What are you feeling? What are you sensing? Exhale, wind it out, reversing the hands. Inhale, opening. Notice how this side might feel different from the other side. No judgment, no need to fix, just awareness. We're holding space. You also might notice in your own body that there's a place that it would like to stay. There are no rules in this. You can't do it wrong. It's about creating awareness and listening to our own selves. If something feels like you want to hold it there for a bit, please do. Inhale, open, open, open. Exhale, bring it out. Feel yourself repeating the words, I am willing to release that which is heavy. Or I'm willing to release anything that has nothing to do with this moment. Or I'm willing to release, still inhale, opening right to one side. Anything that doesn't serve my highest good anymore. Stay anywhere you wish for a breath or two. At some point you're going to slide that leg back down. My body really wants to stay here, so I'm going to stay here for a moment, but you do you. When you feel ready, coming to the center and sliding that leg down. We can inhale the arms overhead. Notice what you feel there. Open up on your breath. Feel the tailbone coming to the sky, rolling through that rolling pin. Exhale, tucking around. By the way, hug your knees into your chest. Today in our movement is all about recovery. Somewhere along the line, and I was really poor at this for a very long time. Somewhere along the line, we found that, we should sort of honor exhaustion and push harder and all of that. And really, I can't even say that it was a good reason that brought me to learn this. I was just so frustrated with my own hormones and body not doing what I really had wanted it to and all of that. And when I got my perimenopause and menopause coaching certification, they kept talking about doing less. Just keep hugging your knees here. When you're ready, we're just gently going to make some circles with those knees. So inhaling, opening, and exhale, closing. You can just start there. Eventually you can do more of a circle if you wish, visiting more parts of the clock. And then reverse your circle. So I was sort of willing to try anything, and I finally decided I also had a whole lot of stuck energy, lots of things that had happened in my life that I would realize I was repeating patterns, even though I intellectually had healed things and understood. And I realized the body, my nervous system, had not released the pattern. So getting my certification in somatic yoga, I first thought I was doing to help other people, but I realized it helped me a lot too. These recovery days, these gentle movements, can actually give you more benefit than hard workouts. So just know that if you have any resistance to doing these slow, softer things, that our body needs a lot of that, especially as we age. When you're ready, let the feet come to the floor. Let the arms either come into cactus arms if that feels good, or they can come straight out. If they're in cactus arms, give yourself a moment to practice that little undulation here. So we inhale, we let the tailbone come to the floor, we press the shoulder blades in. On the exhale, you can let your arms come down and curl. You could even try to let the tailbone kind of float a bit if you wish. Inhale, opening slowly, feel what you feel. Exhale, deep through the abdominals, hugging through. Just one more time. You might find that inhaling feels good to open the knees, and exhale feels good to tuck it around. So that's more dynamic, right? Now we've got our static if you want it. We inhale, open, let the feet walk together. There's your supine butterfly. Now stay here as long as you wish. See if you can find parts of your body that have any kind of sensation. What happens is you bring awareness to these parts. slow, so slow. There's no movement. If I just looked over at the screen every once in a while, I would have no idea that there was movement. It's as slow as you possibly can. This right here might be the biggest healer of all. Super slow. After maybe about 12 breaths, our knees may come together, but it's as slow as it can be. What sensations do you feel? What do you notice? If there's ever shaking, that is your nervous system resetting itself. That's such a great thing. Slow, slow, purposeful movements. Notice what you notice. Feel your breath. We're still going, but it's slow. No one would even know you were moving unless they watched the entire time. We'd have to speed up the camera to see the movement. The part where it starts to shake, stay there just a bit. Stay with it a bit. Feel the sensations. Notice it. Maybe let it do whatever it needs to do. When you feel ready, you can continue the closing. Breathing, finding peace in the moment, maybe finding other places that feel a little bit more stuck and just letting them be, breathing into them, welcoming healing, welcoming release, loving your body and yourself enough to just create presence. When you get to a place where you're ready, you can step the feet out. The feet can be wide. If it feels okay, the knees can collapse toward each other. This might feel good with a block as well. This can also help us with our reconnection with our pelvic floor. Breathing in and out here. Breathe, let the tailbone press into the earth on the inhale. Exhale, you can bring the arms if you wish and give a little bit of a hug. You can also do the same thing with the hands behind the head. Breathing in, pushing elbows and shoulder blades into the floor. Exhale, tucking and rounding. How does it feel different with your feet wide? Inhale, opening. Exhale, tuck and round. Good. Come back to the center, hold your knees and give yourself either just a pause here or let your body guide you. Maybe it's slow circles that you're creating. Let the arms help you. There's no reason to force something. Just allow the arms to support those legs so there isn't so much pressure on the hips. 2 more breaths. Then gently let the feet slide all the way down if that feels okay. And now let your right shoulder blade slide up and your left slide down. Once you get to the spot that's right for you, notice the sensations, breathe. Notice how your torso and the rest of your body responds to this. Just breathe. Notice if your head wishes to do something differently. Allow it. Couple breaths there. Feel what you feel. Slowly inhale, lift that right shoulder just a little more. And exhale, slide to the center. Give yourself a moment. What do the feet want to do? How does your body respond? What's the recovery from that? What's the relapse from that? What do you feel? What do you sense? When you're ready, inhale, the left shoulder rises and the right shoulder lowers. Once you feel kind of stuck, try to let yourself melt like gravity's pulling you in this place. Notice what you're feeling. Does it feel off? Does it feel weird? Does it feel wrong? Does it feel welcome? Just breathe into it. Notice how the body responds. Full breath, maybe even exaggerating it a bit more, sliding that right arm down, lifting that left shoulder, and then exhale, unwind to the center. Feel what you feel and listen to the body as it recoils from that. Ready, let your right leg slide out to the side in a tree. Let it rise up and plant into the floor. Let your left leg slide out like a tree. Let it plant into the floor. Then let your right leg rise up and fall into a little supine pigeon. Just breathe here. Notice the inhale as the tailbone presses down a bit. Notice the exhale as you tuck and round, pressing sacrum into the earth. Notice the inhale as you open. Notice the exhale. You could even go to the tiptoe if you wish as you come there. Good. Find what feels right for you. Stay there for a while if you wish. You could also open the arms and let the right leg exhale you to the side. The left arm and left ear reach to the side on an inhale. You could even let the pinky go up toward the sky and the right thumb go toward the sky. Inhale, unwind. I'm just giving you ideas. I want you to follow your body. Exhale, twisting if you wish. Wherever you are, be. Feel the sensations. Notice what the body is experiencing. Gently come back to the center if you've stayed in your twist. Exhale, pressing knee away, curling that navel center in. Unwind the leg. Inhale, bring the tailbone to the floor. Exhale, try to find a neutral spine and then let the left leg cross. Press the knee gently away and just breathe here. If you wish, find your breath with the little rolling pin. Inhale, opening. Exhale, tucking and rounding. Inhale, opening. Exhale, tuck and round. Good. Staying in one position for a while if that feels good. You can also let the arms open, and on the exhale, let the knee sort of fall to the side. Maybe the right arm and right ear pull away. Maybe the right pinky comes up. Maybe the left thumb comes to the top, so you're opposite. We unwind to inhale in the middle. We exhale, ring out, just an option, remember. Inhale, center. Exhale, be where it feels right. You're going to give yourself a few breaths wherever you find yourself wanting to stay. Where in the body do you feel a sensation? Can you allow it? Can you welcome it? If you are twisted, can you come back to the center gently? Inhale here, feeling what you feel. Exhale, unwind the leg. Let your toes come close to the glutes. Inhale, opening up, pressing tailbone down. Exhale, tuck and round. Let the arms come together. Let the left arm come underneath. Give yourself a big hug. You could do eagle arms here if you wish, for those of you who know eagle arms. Inhale, tailbone presses. I lift up through my elbows if I wish. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, unwind the arms open. Exhale, right arm comes under left. Give yourself a little hug. Stay there if you wish as you inhale, or you can do eagle arms. Exhale, tuck and round one more time. Inhale. Exhale in the center. Unwind everything. Let your body come into a star. You can scan your body again, as we did in the beginning. If you find it hard to tap into the body, you can actually do little motions like tightening and softening those areas, or pretending gravity got heavy and is pulling you in even more, like it's just drawing you in. I like to pretend gravity is pulling away anything that I have now dislodged. And I remind myself, and I tell the universe, I'm willing to release all energies that do not serve my highest good. I'm willing to let go of what is no longer mine to hold. I'm willing to release old pain in order to open up to new peace or joy. I'm willing to let fear float away in order to connect to the faith that is truly mine. Allow yourself to stay here for a bit. This simulates everything you just did. Notice any sensations in the body. I'm going to leave you in this position so you can stay for a while. Remember, meditation, shavasana, it is simply being present to what is. It doesn't mean you never have a thought or a distraction. It means you notice when that happens and you come back to this moment, this breath. Doesn't mean that a judgment never pops up. We're human. Our brain loves to do that. It means that when we notice that, we think, oh, yep, there's a judgment. We come back to our breath. We come back to how safe the body is in this moment. When we practice this, it comes to us in our times of need. Not by forcing, just as we try not to force any of this, but by allowing there to be some level of awareness that, oh, my anxiety kicked in, or my story is coming back, or, oh, my nervous system is going back to that pattern. And then we just breathe. And somehow inherently we know, just like we did when we were first born, all is well. We are deeply connected to something so much bigger than us. We are loved. We are worthy. And we are absolutely, definitely enough. We can give ourselves the gift of releasing anything that holds us back from fully experiencing the gift of this part of our life, of this moment. I thank you so deeply for trying this with me. I would love if you would put some comments on there. I would love to know what resonated with you. It's something new. Everything's hard or awkward or strange before it's easy. But give yourself the gift to revisit anything that felt right for you, or to try it again down the road and see if your body can lead you out of your mind for a while. From my heart to yours, namaste. Please stay for a bit.